What's up, you guys? My name is Darren Rowan, and I really appreciate you tapping into another episode of my podcast called The Better Way Podcast. I don't know what episode, maybe it's episode 9. I don't know. But if you haven't seen any of these things, I need you to tap in, share, download, and give your boy some support, please. But today, I want to tap into this one topic that kind of hit me a little bit last night. And it is called Your Purpose Has a Purpose. You see, we all have something that we have been gifted. We all have something inside of us that can be used for an inspiration and influence to help some other people. Your purpose, whether it's birthed out of pain or joy, I don't know your story, but your purpose is just not a lofty idea that swirls around in your head every single day. Your purpose is just not something that captivates you at night and keeps you up and keeps you dreaming on the possibilities. Your purpose is something that we should develop because it is ultimately our responsibility to gift wrap that thing and serve it to the world, to be of a blessing to someone else. And I want to share this real story with you. In 2021, coming out of COVID, I started my first apparel company. And we focused on hoodies at the time and t-shirts, but hoodies. But we would do a hashtag and then something of affirmation like hashtag joy, hashtag I'm loved, hashtag mindset, hashtag strong. You know what I'm trying to say here? So we would always put a hashtag in front of the affirmation word. And people loved it. They loved the apparel. One lady reached out to me and she said, "Can you do something custom?" I'm like, "Oh, yes, ma'am, I sure can. What would you like?" And she said, "I want you to do hashtag survivor mindset." I said, okay, hashtag survivor mindset. I was so busy fulfilling orders and working with my partner that I didn't give a lot of thought to some of the requests that were being made. So the order was prepared, and we had communications on where to meet and what time to meet. And we chose this crowded mall. So here I am the day of our meeting. I'm standing outside the mall and I'm looking for a person I don't even know, right? I just told them that I would be standing in front of this door. I would have this on. I drive this kind of vehicle. And I'm looking around and people are walking in front of me and behind me. And I got this bag of hoodies, 2 or 3 hoodies, 3 hoodies in the bag. And so eventually this person walks up to me and she says, "Are you Darren?" I said, "Yes." And I said, "Are you?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Here's your order." And I opened the bag up. You know, I'm excited because I got another client that's happy and excited, right? And I show the hoodie to her and it says survivor mindset and it was purple and it was a beautiful hoodie. And she took the hoodie, she started crying. And I said, "Why are you crying?" You know, I'm thinking like, did I misspell the word? I take the hoodie and I'm making sure I spelled it right because sometimes I do move too fast. I'm like, man, I spelled it right. It is the right size. I said, "Ma'am, is everything okay?" And she said, "Everything is perfect." I'm like, "Well, why are you crying?" Because people were now looking at me standing in front of a woman I do not know who was crying. And I'm like, "Everything is okay, guys. You know, we're okay. We're just having a moment here." And so they would move on from looking at me all crazy, like I'm causing pain to this woman. And finally she says, "You don't know my story. So this is just not another hoodie for me." She said, "I am a survivor of domestic violence. And I suffered for so many years trying to get away. And it was just so hard. And day after day, I would have to not just mask my face." I'm sorry if this is too much for people. I'm sorry, but I just want to just tell you about this. She said, day after day, I would have to mask my face from other people. But the bruises were on the inside of me. And when I came across your page and you were doing custom orders, I said, I need that affirmation because it's time for me to break free. She said, "So I thank you so much, and I do not mean to get emotional, but this survivor mindset is a reminder to me that I have everything I need to change my world." Gave her a big hug. We embraced. She went her way, and I got in the vehicle, my vehicle, and I just cried. I did not understand what I had just done then, but now, years later, I do. That your purpose is just not for you. The things that God has put inside of you are a blessing to other people. Your story, your purpose, the way you deliver things, the way you have grown through things, the things that you had to go through are not just for you, but they are for someone else. He had to bring you through some things so that you can be mature in how you deliver things. But it's your purpose. It is your purpose that will set people free. It is your purpose that will encourage other people. It is your purpose that will inspire people not to quit. It is your purpose that will show people that yes, you had pain in your life, but you can continue to live, and not just live, but to thrive. When you think about the purpose that you know you need to give birth to, what is it? Are you being selfish and not giving birth to your purpose because you don't want to sacrifice? Because you don't want to take the time out of your day? Because it's too much for you to study? Because it's too much for you to even sometimes look in the mirror and come face to face with the person that you need to come face to face with in order to change your ways? It's your purpose. I record my podcast in a library because and look, it's not a professional. I've got a green screen behind me. I've got white things. I got these lights around me. I've got stuff that I don't even use around me. I just use my cell phone, this $5 microphone that I bought off of TikTok. Listen, but it's my purpose. And I don't have to worry about how I show up. I don't have to worry about how I show up. I worry about what God has put in my heart to deliver to anyone that needs to hear this message. What is your purpose? What is it that you are called to do that you have been sitting on for way too long, and it is time for you to give birth? You've carried this dream. You've carried this mission. You've carried it for 9 months, and now it's time for you to go into labor and push that thing out of you. Push it through the pain. Push it through the agony. Push it through the scars. Because your healing may be what someone else needs to know that they can be healed, that they can continue on their journey. What is it? Your purpose. It is your purpose. Lord have mercy. It is what God has gifted you with. And all of that stuff that's inside of this box and has the beautiful bow in it, it is time for you to say Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, Happy Delivery Day to someone else so that they can enjoy the same peace, the same strength, the same courage, the same fortitude that you were gifted with. Yeah, your purpose, it has a purpose. And I heard this quote that I want to share with you. I don't know the author of this quote, but it says, your purpose is the ripple that starts a wave of perseverance in others. By staying true to your mission, you inspire those around you to dig deeper, rise higher, and keep moving forward. Your purpose, my friend, it has a purpose. You are important to someone else you don't even know. Yes, you are. It's a challenge. It's a burden that you are prepared to carry because God has brought you through. Now He needs you to be a blessing to someone else. Yes, your purpose has a purpose. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Like, share, and download. And always remember that there's always a better way, and to clap for yourself. Thank you all.